do his own words. And for instance, we all get on Mitch McConnell for speaking out against Mitch McConnell, but Mitch McConnell, he quoted Barack Obama. So, going back to my question is, how do we, how do you think we should approach the black community? We have to stop supporting politicians who don't support us. The black community loves the Obamas, but they're against reparations in the context of this conversation. In addition to, they didn't have any black policies.
I said we did on the black policies. While we're waiting on him to make a black policy, I think that's our job.
No, that's the president. He did DACA. He had DACA. He had policies that affected the military. Policies affect basically all frameworks of your life.
Okay. Well, what I was going with it is, if we are on the same page with a policy or something that we want to bring to the table, we put money behind it, pay the top politicians like everybody else. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay, but the black community, if we look at the average, we don't have the money to do these super PACs.
Okay. You had a dialogue and there's several questions. Let's let some other people get in, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, brother. All right. I don't want this to descend into a conversation about Barack Obama, but let me just say this, as we talk about Barack Obama, look at my 2 cents on Barack Obama. Barack Obama actually technically said he was supported reparations for Native Americans and other people, but not African Americans. That's what he actually said at a press conference, okay? However, we have changed the climate and environment around reparations now, which I wonder what he would say now. Because he was saying that because he felt like that was a political thing to say at the time. I didn't support Barack Obama. I didn't vote for him, so I don't know, I ain't trying to have a Barack Obama conversation, but we haven't, I guess.
All roads lead back to Obama, don't they? I commend you on your film, brother. We need to tell our own stories.
Okay.
As much as we can. So I commend you on the effort. You mentioned Dr. Darity earlier.
Yes.
I got this email earlier. He has a book coming out next year, From Here to Equality, Reparations for Black Americans in the 21st Century, by Dr. Darity and his wife, Kirsten Mullen, and that's going to be published on April 20th, 2020. He will have solutions, plans about reparations in that book, so that's what I'm putting out there. And also the sister asked about our protection. Part of our whatever reparations we get, we need to be considered a protected class. So, a protected class. Whatever reparations we get, we need to be a protected class. And it has to have the enforcement and teeth in behind it. So, that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Again, thank you all very much for the movie, and actually I'm putting on this event. I have 2 quick comments, and then I'll have a specific question regarding the CBC. For the brother who said that some of us are doing well, the true statistic is the median net worth for a black family is $1,700, subtracting out depreciating assets. So I don't care how you cut it, $1,700 is not doing well. And keep in mind, we have to go to the government because the government put us in this position, and the government's going to have to get us out of this position. Just remember, the government is in the business of picking winners and losers. And a final question I have in terms of for the reparation groups, in terms of putting pressure on politicians, what would be a strategy to put additional pressure on the CBC? Because I've noticed there have been a lot of CBC members prior to this year who had not signed on to HR 40. It's almost as if you apply the pressure to specifically that group, you literally could have staged a Tea Party-like stand-up, and I don't see why this HR 40 couldn't be that point for the CBC to kind of say, get this done or we can shut this government down. And whatever you would suggest as a potential way to add more pressure to the politicians that don't necessarily represent our interests.
That's really simple to me. It's just really up to us. Those in this room and your friends and your family, write your congressperson, text your congressperson, call your congressperson, email your congressperson. It's a numbers game. They count those numbers of how many people contact them about specific legislation. And that's what makes the difference. visit your congressperson. We have a lobbyist now in DC, and she goes to the congressperson's office and she talks to them on Wednesday, and then Friday they signed on to the bill just because we had a conversation with them. Not always that easy, but go visit your congressperson, talk to them. We have a responsibility to put the pressure on. I don't think there's no strategy or anything. Just do it. We just need to do it. I talked to Hank Sanders last year. He hadn't signed on HR 40, and he signed on early at the beginning of the year. And I think my talk might have had something to do with that.
Hank Johnson.
Hey, what did I say? Hank Sanders. Oh, sorry. Hank Johnson. Hank Sanders is a state representative in Selma, Alabama. Yes, also we work with them as well. Thank you, Hank Johnson. Excuse me, stand corrected.
Peace. So again, I want to thank you guys for putting this on. You brothers, it's a beautiful effort right now, and just raising awareness around this whole topic. I don't want to harp on the brother that was talking about. I know we kind of been beating him up a little bit, but I got 2 cents on that too.